Hello guys, my name is NaToSaphiX and today we have a kind of EMS 1 Katowice coverage, and basically the final has just ended and I decided to make this video. I want to say, start off this video by saying thank you all for a fantastic tournament. This was without a doubt the best tournament I have ever seen. Everything was just perfect. I mean, the tournament had amazing casters, amazing setup, very few delays, which is something not very often seen in the Counter-Strike scene, and it also had a lot of upsets, most notably probably being a Titan going out in the group stages, but we'll get to that. The tournament had also Steel, pro player Steel, as the observer, who handled the whole tournament really well, and we had a lot of pro players casting and analyzing games after they were finished, which also helped a lot. I want to say the whole stage, the arena, everything, and the fans, they were absolutely amazing as well. And I would tell you guys a few examples of when the fans were just absolutely amazing, but I don't want to spoil it for you. I want to save it for last, so I'll get into some examples of the fans being absolutely amazing at the end of this video. Heading into a Group A overview with Mousesports, Virtus Pro, Hellraisers, and Titan. If you don't know, every team needs to win 2 games of the group stages or they won't qualify. And as Mousesports lost both their games, first one against Titan and the second one against Hellraisers, they went out of the group stages and was out of the tournament. Titan won the first game. They lost their second game to Virtus Pro and then ultimately ended up losing to Hellraisers in the third game, which eventually sent them packing as they went out of the group stages as well. But taking a look at the HLTV's contest, Guess the Winner of EMS 1, Titan was guessed to be the winners of the tournament, but unfortunately went out in the group stages, which was a real upset for a lot of people, and I bet a lot of people lost a lot of skins betting on Titan. Hellraisers lost to Virtus Pro in the first game, but didn't lose their confidence and ended up winning not only against Mousesports but also Titan, which led to them qualifying to the playoffs. Virtus Pro eased past both Hellraisers and Titan, and by winning their first 2 games automatically qualified for the playoffs. The Australian side, with a lot of supporters, was sent packing already after the first 2 games, after losing to the French LDLC and the Danish 3D Max. Both LDLC and 3D Max had their first win against Vox Eminer, and seeing that they both lost to the Ninjas, the last qualifier had to be decided in a match between them. It was a close game, ending at 16-13 in favor of the French squad. One of 2 American teams at the event were done for after winning 0 games out of 2, losing to Dignitas and Fnatic. Recent Gaming surprised everyone, being able to grab the victory in their first game versus Fnatic, but ended up losing the second matchup. After meeting Dignitas, it was known that they had been eliminated from the tournament. Fnatic had in total won 2, both being against iBuyPower and Recent Gaming, and so had Dignitas, which meant they were going to advance to the playoffs. Surprisingly, Mystic were eliminated in the group stages, which probably upset a lot of people, as this meant that the favorite for top AWPer was out of the game as well. Na'Vi were also eliminated, after losing their first 2, seeing the second favorite for top AWPer done for. Complexity and LGB Esports went hand in hand out of Group D and made their way into the playoffs. In the first match of the playoffs, Complexity clinched the victory, winning 16-12 on Dust 2, but Nip replied with a whopping 16-2 win on the second map, Nuke. Advancing to the third map, Train, Nip managed to win by a 16-11 scoreline, which sent Complexity out of the tournament. Team Dignitas managed to beat Hellraisers with a convincing 2-0 scoreline on maps, first map ending 16-7 on Dust 2, and the second ending 16-11 on Mirage. Another convincing win came in the third match of the playoffs as Virtus Pro faced off against LDLC. Virtus Pro took control over Mirage and won the first map 16-3 and completed the annihilation on the second map, Inferno, with 16 rounds against 8. Possibly the closest matchup of all were this particular all-Swedish match, LGB Esports vs Fnatic. Fnatic won on Inferno 16-11, but lost the lead on the second map, Mirage, with Fnatic having racked up 12 rounds to LGB Esports 16. Going into the third and final map, Train, It was all decided on the last round, with Fnatic being on the T side, ending up 16-14 in favor of LGB Esports. Dignitas, to some extent having overperformed in their earlier games, met the strong and very successful Ninjas in Pyjamas side. NiP were already ready for the finals, it seemed, as they demolished Dignitas 16-6 and 16-5 over the course of 2 maps. Virtus.pro went up against the Swedish LGB Esports, who previously had showed great form, but it was the Polish side who came out on top after playing 3 maps. Virtus.pro won the first of 3, 16-8 on Inferno. Lost Mirage in the overtime 17-19, but recuperated quickly and won Train convincingly with a 16-7 scoreline. Then came the grand final of the EMS 1 Katowice 2014 CSGO tournament. Virtus.pro started as terrorists on Mirage and took a huge lead, leaving the Ninjas with only 4 rounds at halftime. VP eventually went on to win Mirage 16-9, and they continued their good run of form on Inferno, where VP once again took charge, leading by 5 rounds after the first 5. The Ninjas managed to string a few rounds together late in the second map, as the individuals that NiP were in this game stepped up, but the Polish side never seemed phased, even though NiP climbed to 10 rounds. Virtus.pro almost ended NiP off like a wounded animal, seeing as they were full pistols except for a single from Mars. I want to say congratulations to Virtus.pro for winning the event, but before I end this video off, let's take a look at the actual top fragger and their predictions for the top fragger of the tournament. Going into the grand final, GetRight had a KD ratio of over 2, but after the grand final his KD ratio had gone down to 1.55. In Shocks, he went out of the tournament too quickly to really have a chance of becoming the top fragger. GetRight, he made 185 frags in total. Forrest had 170, and that leads us to Pasha. Pasha ended up being the tournament's top fragger with a total of 215 kills, 140 deaths. So everyone who wrote that Pasha would become the top fragger has a chance to win some nice prizes on hltv.org. And all the links that all the pictures and pretty much all the links that I refer to here will be in the description. So check that out if you want to check out some of the pictures and pretty much just read about all of the stories. And now I want to leave you guys with a picture of the arena and then a video of Virtus.pro right after winning.